Welcome. It's weekend again, so time for a Forex weekly technical analysis forecast from Holland. The markets are closed. It's 6 in the morning, so I am up pretty early. I have an early and I have a long day today, so I really wanted to do the video. So here we go. Quite a lot has happened this week. This is to jump right in. I'm gonna go through a lot of forex pairs, and I want to add some exotic forex pairs maybe at the end to add something new on the charts. Even though probably there are a lot of opportunities in the majors and the minors, but let's see what we can get into this video. Okay, euro dollar. We had this down move, we had this breakout, and we had this push where we had some trades, of course, and now we are in. Definitely we broke this low, and price is very bearish at the moment. So this setup is off right now for me. We took our profits, and right now from here on out, this is definitely something that has shifted to the downside once again. And I'm expecting this to move into well, let's maybe this area, a potential bounce, and then from there on out I would like to see I'm expecting a bounce here at these levels, and then some further maybe continuation from here on out. But at the moment it'll already happened. This is just this is the daily chart, so we have 1 2 3 4 5. This is all week was bearishness, which wasn't a problem until we reached this level, and the last 3 days we really broke through this level, and we ended the week with a bearish red bar like this. Yes, definitely switched from trending phase, from a bullish phase into a, well, this was some kind of a correction of a consolidation phase, of course, but now that we broke the lows on the daily, definitely bearish. So we switched for that one. What else are we seeing on the US chart? Yes, we came in this level over here, found support at a very obvious level, and are trending up again. This is not the euro dollar, but the dollar Swiss franc, so this is quite the opposite. So this is moving up instead of down. This is actually a bit more clean. The quite an aggressive break in the euro dollar. This is more still in the range, so this is kind of more you know what it is at the moment. We can zoom in a little bit. We are at the top of the range, so I'm not really looking for jumping this to the upside really, but something we can do if we are looking for a trade in this pair. If we, well, kind of looks like it's happening already. If we get this pullback near this trend line and near this support, I would be considering taking a long from the 99.5 to almost the upside of this channel. So which is quite a couple of pips, but this is definitely bullish. Waiting for a pullback, that's the way I trade. Get in and then ride in the direction of the trend, back up in this case. As long as this structure is in place, I am bullish, but since we get this strong resistance over here, I'm not really, it's not going to be my favorite setup for next week. Then what else do we got? We got the Australian dollar, US dollar, and what is it showing us? Well, this is kind of showing a different picture. It is like the euro dollar, you know, it's the Australian dollar, so some bearishness is something we saw over there. But this structure is more like this is the previous real daily support area. Price is not there yet. Matter of fact, price seems to be struggling around the retest of this trend line. So to me, this is still an opportunity. If we get into this cluster over here, we still can get a move, a continuation to the upside. So I'm still bullish on Australian dollar US dollar. So this hasn't changed that much as the euro dollar, and of course the US dollar Swiss franc was also kind of the same. Yes, this is getting a little bit more tricky. Yes, we do get into this trend line. We can't say anything about this at the moment because this is this support resistance area gets penetrated from time to time, and then it does move to the upside. So maybe this trend line will give some bounce back up. If it doesn't, we really need to see a break of the trend line or retest of this area, etc., etc. So only if this stays in place. So thing I would do is next week zoom in to a lower time frame, maybe the 30 or 15 minutes charts. Let's see if I get some kind of structure that's showing me that a long position could be on, and of course I can identify my stop, so I can identify my risk reward, and then I can determine if this trade is worth taking. Daily chart again. This is the US dollar, Canadian dollar. It's kind of okay, very strong support. Yeah, I think this setup to me is still on. Don't know if it's gonna get this high, but let's put it something like this. So if you're still in this trade, because of course we all know that this weekly trend line is forming some kind of support in combination with this horizontal support over here. So this move is quite something. And of course, again, euro dollar is going down, and only dollar something else, so the dollar Canadian dollar is going up. So this has the momentum on its side. So the pairs we just talked about, this is the one is most favorable to me. Then the US dollar, Japanese dollar, yes, this is a great one. Pointed it out last week. Looking for pullbacks to re-enter the trade. Well, pullbacks happened, and we are into this trade. Momentum further to the upside is with it, with the move. When we look at the other currency pairs, so this is definitely something. Pullback, get in, and still bullish. And here's another dollar pair. Yes, well, to me, my trading style, I am waiting for a serious pullback before getting into this trade with current momentum where dollar seems to be correcting. You know, who knows, maybe we'll get it, but after that there's not a lot of room left down here, or maybe when we get a pullback after that there's some room left. So let's see how that turns out. But at the moment, still no live trades. Now let's get into some euro pairs. The euro Swiss franc, like I say, I think almost every week, I love this pair because of the clear price action. This is what I traded in the past, and I'll keep it on just to show you how trading is done. Well, I think I drew this. This was, I think, in the midweek analysis. I said as long as we don't break this level over here, I'm not really considering a long position yet. Well, that idea still is on the table. This support needs to hold in combination with this trend line. This is an interesting cluster. Let's see on the lower time frame if we can get an entry, but overall we need to break the trend line to really start moving to the upside. So let's keep that in mind. Interesting one is one of my favorite picks as well. Then we have the euro against the pound. It's consolidation. So nothing is going on here at the moment. Let me just point it out. For now, this has been going on for 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks I think. So this market is flat, and I didn't trade it. In the past I loved these markets, and I still do in a way, because if you go into the, let's just say, the 4-hour chart, this is you know, take on a short with a stop outside of the channel and take your profit at the lower side or in the middle or something like that. This could have been, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, a couple of trades, 5 trades maybe. This could have triggered a trade, and this could have exited the trade or enter a new trade. Of course, you don't put your entries on the exact bottom and exact top, but you identify these, you know, you could, this is the range, but this could be the entry zone, in the same way this could be the exit zone, and vice versa. This could be an entry zone again and an exit zone. So from a range trading perspective, for those of you who read my book, I know a lot of people enjoyed the part of the range trading because it gives clear entries, clear exits, and therefore you always know I'm gonna take a trade, I'm gonna lose 100, or I'm gonna make 2 or 300. It's very clear, and you take on 5 trades, and at one time you lose, but all of those winners that are bigger, it doesn't matter. So this is but this is it for the euro pound. If you didn't read my book and you don't know what range trading is, then just stay away until it starts trending again. This is the euro Canadian dollar. Let's see what I think about this one. Okay, well this is getting a bit... Okay, I'm gonna remove this because it's getting too choppy as well. What can I say about this one? Well, this is something that's holding for now. So from this level out, I think also if we put in another trend line, this is also a pretty strong support at the moment. I think this could be a bounce area. So what I would do, this is the weekly. Let's go to the daily. Let's see what we get over there. I would, yeah, it could be interesting. If I see a break of this trend line, some upward momentum could be on the table. This is the first area where price will struggle, and if it continues, this is the second one. So we have some risk reward. Yeah, this could be an interesting setup. So just to give you the idea, it would be something like this, which is at least 1 to 2. It's almost 1 to 2.5. So this could be an interesting one because we are at an important level. So a bounce is expected from there. This one is it took, this is the daily. Yeah, this took, I pointed it out last week, but it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars to get where we are at right now. So the whole momentum of turning, probably turning to the upside, just took over a week. So this is a trade we could have taken at the end of the week, but I'm not in it. I missed it, but for some of you who did, still on the table. This is the Euro Canadian dollar. What are we looking at here? Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay. This level indeed is an important level, so we keep that on. We are stuck in this range. It's a pretty tight range. So what will happen from here on out? Will we go out? Will we stay in? No, come on. Nothing really is happening here, let's be honest. And overall I'm expecting more bearishness than bullishness, to be honest, because this level seems to hold, and as long as we are below this 147 something level, then I'm bearish. But as long as we don't break out of this range, nothing is really happening in this market. There are way better trades. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed one. The pound against the US dollar. Yeah, this is actually the moment I was waiting for, because this pullback happened and then we had a pretty steep way up, and now again it looks like we are getting into a same kind of situation where we are moving into an area like this, and from there on out probably go for another run. But this is finally the level where we can see the pullback happening. This low here broke, so this top formation kind of double top, and this support got taken out, and it is of course something we are seeing across the board when it comes to US dollar, and I'll show you why in a second. So two ways to trade this: or you can trade the correction, or you can wait it out, and in a couple of weeks or maybe 2 weeks you can trade it back up. For now, I'm overall still bullish, but the correction is happening now. So if you want to get into a trade for this pair next week, I would consider personally taking it to the downside, to the short side. So this is this. What else do we got here? Oh yeah. I thought I just mentioned the dollar index. Let's go there for a minute. This is quite obvious. I pointed it out previous weekend, and I pointed it out in the mid-week analysis as well. A move, we came down into the bottom of this channel, formed a double bottom, started moving to the upside, broke the trend line, broke this resistance, and we are now very strong, trading back, potentially up to the upside of this channel. So this whole move offering us great opportunities on the Forex market because of a weaker dollar, as now the other way around, because the dollar is entered a new bullish phase for now, where we are getting back into the area of the 100, for example. So bullish US dollar. So all the pairs that were trading in a certain direction probably will also turn around. But you know, you see a different picture. The euro dollar is quite obvious that it's shifting, and you see it in the Australian US dollar that it is not shifting like that. Okay, this was the sidestep. Okay, what else? Let's get into some British pound pairs. This has been going on for a while. Consolidation. This is interesting. Sorry, maybe I went too fast. To me, it's obvious. This is consolidation of 2 to 3 weeks. Range trading perspective, great market. A lot of pin bars, a lot of wicks. So I don't know if it's that interesting, but we first need a correction, and after the correction, I would enter this to the upside once again. So that's the full story here. This correction has been going on. It's kind of what we're looking for in the Great British Pound Swiss franc we just looked at. If we break out of this trend line and this downward corrective channel comes to an end, we are here to trade it. There is more room to the downside, so we don't jump the gun too early. But this is a very beautiful one, and I'm gonna put that on my hot picks list. The correction here is is going on. This resistance is looking to be support, and we are kind of. This is not a trend line, obvious, but I'm going to use it as a trend line for a minute. Okay, we tried to break out of this. We failed, so let's see if we can get some momentum. I would take longs above the two level, and you know, take some pullbacks and get in or whatever. I'm still very long in this market instead of short. This kind of looks like the double top pattern we saw earlier on a pound pair. Let's see if we get some more consolidation or even a deeper pullback. Not an ideal place to be taking trades at the moment, in the middle of support and resistance, so nothing for me on this one. And then the Japanese yen is, you know, a lot of pound pairs are consolidating after, of course, this strong move. Don't expect a continuation like this. We always get the market takes a breath, and that is what happening now. So let's see what that is. Let's get into some pairs that we do not cover very often. This one we do cover from time to time, and it's moving beautifully across this trend line. But we are seeing some resistance here. Don't know where that is coming from on a bigger. Yes, okay. Well, this is, yeah, this has meaning. This definitely has meaning. So price seems to be stalling, and it's quite obvious why it is stalling. So let's see if we will get a break of this structure to get some corrective structure. Of course, the take profit target is met already, so this is not something I would jump in next week. I first need to see a clear break of this level or a breakdown to get some correction, and then a continuation of the move. So this is was a great trade, beautiful trade actually, if you look at how price behaved and what the initial idea was. So then this one is still in consolidation, so let's just forget it. At the moment, there are way better trades out there. This is something. What is this coming from? Okay, we're starting to break higher in this case. So if we close above this area, this is kind of a fake out. But if we close above this area, I would see this continue moving to the upside, even though from a horizontal. Yeah. It's not really. No, I would skip this one. There's way too much price in between that is gonna screw this up. I think this is at the moment resistance. So from the other way around, as long as this resistance stays in place, maybe I would consider taking a short. But as you can see, price in this pair is moving within this range most of the time. So I only look for shorts or longs at these areas, and we're right in the middle, so I'm gonna let this one go. This one, oh man, when is it gonna happen? So long it's been stuck in this range. It is at this beautiful level down here, so yes, definitely looking to get into this market to the upside, but for now it still didn't happen. So keep it on the charts. Same thing goes for here. This level we can adjust it a bit. Oh, wait a minute. This level, so we really need to break out of this box finally to be calling this something that is actually trending. Yeah, let's see what happens. Australian New Zealand dollar, yes, it is. I'm bullish. I'm overall bullish still on this move. Of course, we're into this level here, but yeah, I'm bullish. So looking for pullbacks over here, but this to me has started to move again, and I think this trend line will be supportive in that case. So let's see if we can get some more. If for another pullback, maybe that's the pullback that will push through this area finally, or maybe it's happening at the beginning of next week. But bullish on Australian dollar. Then let's go into some yeah, like for example this one here with recent. This is kind of an exotic. It's not an obvious pair that's traded a lot, but even though we thought for a minute that price was breaking out of this channel, it seems to remain in this channel at the moment. I am bullish on this for sure, even though the move starts to become a little less strong. Yeah, interesting to see what happens from here. This is a great one when it comes to some swing trading. Of course, I would consider taking a long position when we get to the support and the supportive trend line over here. So around the 909 levels, or actually the levels we are trading at right now, could be interesting to see a push higher if you're a more conservative trader. And we looked at this from another perspective. Of course, wait. This move can continue to the downside, and finally, when we break this level, that would be the best time to jump in, and not just jump in yet. It's a bit more choppy. It's you know, you see the difference between pairs like these, and so the Russian ruble, how is that doing against the US dollar? That is in a corrective structure at the moment. Yes, well, it's kind of hard to be traded. This is the weekly, of course, so let's see what we can get on a daily. I think on a daily this would be an interesting idea to see if this trend line breaks, and then of course we need to break this last support area as well. But don't forget that we are trading near this support as well. So maybe another move down, and then we get the move back up. I'm not trading this. I'm not long. I'm not, and the room to the downside is not enough for me to go short. So this is not the ideal pick, but this is actually where this pair is at the moment. So let's just add it to our analysis and see what happens from there on out. This is an interesting one. This is the Chinese one, and this is okay. Well, let's just paint a picture here. Overall, let's see if this level has any meaning at the moment. Yes, it sure does. This inner level got broken, but on the weekly we are back at this. Of course, this resistance area is looking to be support at the moment, is because, as you can see right now, this pin bar is you know, it's a rejection of price. So this could be the final move. I'm gonna get this off, and this idea is actually still on, even though on lower time frame it didn't look like it was. Yeah, this is a level where price is very likely to react. Here's some extra information. If we break above that and we manage to keep this level, to respect this level, you know, here it was a little bit lower, so we can adjust the level, but it doesn't matter that much. Really, what is price gonna do at this trend line? What is price going to do around this support level, and what is price going to do once it breaks this trend line to the downside on a lower time frame? So this is definitely on my charts to get into the upside. Is that it for now? Let's put in the euro, Turkish lira. Yes, something completely different. Why not? Where are we at from a weekly perspective? Okay. this has had some crazy moves. This kind of looks like Bitcoin in a way. This this level here is still holding. Oh, wait a minute. First get the line and then okay. So yeah, consolidation overall. This is the weekly. Don't forget that. This is off. Doesn't have any meaning anymore. Wait a minute. This as well. Okay. This is not interesting anymore as well. Okay, so this is the weekly. Let's go to the daily to see where we are at in this price. This when I see things like this, I get a bit anxious to be trading it, but you know, I think price is kind of stuck at the moment in this area over here. It's not really clean price action. I'm not gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, so support area, pretty obvious, and at the moment we have this as a resistance area. So if and it's overall consolidation. So if I would trade this, it's not my favorite pick, definitely not. I would only go to the upside if we break this level, retest it and continue, or when we go near this level. This could be an interesting area for me to be buying again. But now we are obviously in the middle, so I'm not into a trade really for this one. Well, that's it for this video. I tried to put as lot as information in here. I think we had some 5 or 6 really hot picks and a lot of market analysis for picks that are coming within a few days or weeks. That's it for now. I'm going to close off with yeah, well, a lot of information, and tomorrow I'm gonna do an overall market analysis, I think, of the indices, which moved crazy last week and made a lot of money in the bullish run we had over there. Was amazing. This is it for Forex. See you in the next one. Trade safe. Make sure you have your own rules and risk management, and you know, please like, subscribe, and share, and comment. I'm here to help, and I'm happy to grow this channel even further. Thanks very much. See you in the next one.